Dope, 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 let's get it. I'm a trapping fanatic, that shit automatic, so I cannot turn it on or off. Bitches all on my dick, then she hop on my dick, I'm like, why you keep hopping on and off? Yo, bitch all on my dick, she be doing the most. I tell her, little bitch, she so extra. And my gun up on me, but not run up on me. Niggas, they wanna fight, they some wrestlers.
Beings unknown to the regular universe of Naruto step through a gate and travel from world to world. I must find a planet with life in order to pass this power down to. First, this being of light finds the Otsutsuki clan and notices how evil they truly are. It's a shame. With all the power they possess, they still choose to destroy the planets of this solar system. Eventually, this being finds Earth and the world that had been formed by the people. This was still a much earlier time period since there was no village. This being of light then walks towards an area and kneels on the ground. This land seems good enough. I'll allow this power to grow and one day choose someone. I will put all my hope into you, future player. This being then opens another gate and vanishes from this world. Decades begin to pass, and this is the land where the being of light had visited, as it would eventually become the land of fire. However, in the land of fire, there was a forest that was said to have an immense power, as those who entered could become stronger than they ever realized, the longer they stayed in the forest. However, this very same strength would end up corrupting them and making them go crazy. In the academy, Naruto walked down to the front of the class and performed the clone jutsu. It failed and made the class laugh as they would make fun of him. Naruto scoffed, yelling out that he would become stronger than anyone in the village and he'll become the Hokage. The students continue to laugh at him until he runs out of the classroom. I'll show them all that I'll become the Hokage, and then no one will laugh at me. Naruto keeps running and running. He doesn't return to the academy, and at the end of the day, he was seen with Shikamaru and Choji. Hey Shikamaru, do you know the legend of the Power Forest? Of course I do. My dad told me about it a while ago. I thought it was a myth until he told me it really does exist. But he says once a person enters, they never get to leave because they become power hungry. Is that so? Shikamaru then turns to Naruto. Well, since I'm going to become the Hokage, I'll find it and then I'll come back, even stronger than before. Choji almost chokes on his chips while telling Naruto that he was crazy. There's no way you'll come back to the leaf alive. I will. Don't worry. I make it a promise. Naruto pulls out a kunai and then cuts his hand as he lets the blood drip into the ground, and then he smirks. In a week? Well, maybe a little bit longer. How about a week and a half? And we'll meet back at this spot. Yeah, whatever, Naruto. Hey Shikamaru, keep this for me. Naruto takes off his orange jacket and hands it to him. I'll come back to get it, don't worry. Yeah, you will. Shikamaru and Choji head off, and Naruto goes to the Hokage office, as it was late and no one should be there. He sneaks in the room and looks for a map of the shinobi world. He finds one that actually details only the land of fire and shows the forest on it. That was easier than I thought. Alright, I'll need some gear too. Naruto takes some extra kunai and some food for the trip. He packs all of it into a bag and leaves the Hokage's office, going through the back window. From the shadows outside the room, we would see Danzo, still, walking through the halls, now with a smile. Naruto heads to a tall building that looks down on the village. It's now or never. So let's go. Naruto jumps from building to building, flipping through hanging clothes while getting closer and closer to the gate. He jumps on the wall and then looks down to a tree, jumping on it. Alright, this is my first time outside the village, so I'll make sure I enjoy it. Naruto sprints faster and faster with his bag as he gets pretty far away from the leaf, and he decides to camp out that night. He makes some instant ramen and then goes to sleep after, putting out the fire. Naruto wakes up the next morning and looks at the map. So the forest is said to be northeast. Let's see. Which way is that? Naruto then begins to panic. No! I should have asked Shikamaru how to read a map before I left. Wait a minute. I'm overthinking it. I'll just find someone and ask them. Naruto heads out on a path and then runs across an older man after a while, traveling from the Leaf to a town. He had sold supplies and different crops to the Leaf village and was now heading back to his farm. Hey old man, do you know which way is northeast? Yes, that would be the way that I'm heading. Oh, alright then. I'll walk with you. The old man was shocked and asked the boy what he was doing out here. I'm looking for something that's pretty far away. Is that so? Well, I hope you find it. Yeah, me too. The old man tells Naruto stories of his hometown as they travel, until they run into bandits. Naruto steps in front of the old man with the kunai in his hand and rushes them. They instantly defeat Naruto, as he has no real combat training from the academy. And as Naruto was about to be killed, the bandits then fell to the ground with cuts across their chest. As Naruto would turn back, "Whoa, old man, you didn't tell me you were a shinobi." "No. My fighting days are quite over." "Yeah, but you're still a shinobi, or you were, weren't you?" "You could say that, but I'm also not a shinobi." "How about you teach me something so I can become stronger too then?" The old man looks down at Naruto, seeing his hunger to get stronger. But it wasn't as if he was greedy for power. This was a different strength he was seeking. A strength that would make all of those around him that despise him soon come to respect him. "Okay then, Naruto. I'll teach you on one condition. If you can catch a squirrel." "That's it? You're on, old man." Naruto runs into a nearby forest, while the man keeps going forward. Naruto finds the animal up on a branch and smiles. "I've got you now." He jumps onto it, trying to grab it. The small creature then scurries away, and Naruto hits his face on the branch. "You damn squirrel, get back here." Naruto chases it for at least an hour, but still no luck at all. This is when the old man appears next to him. "You seem to have underestimated the task, Naruto." "It's impossible." "Is it? Or are you just not trying hard enough?" "Trust me, I'm trying." "It's done like this, Naruto." The old man then walks towards the squirrel and vanishes onto the same branch as it. How did he do that? Wait a minute. This feeling I'm getting. What is it? The man then picks up the squirrel and looks to Naruto. "In order to become a proper warrior, especially a shinobi, you must learn to conceal yourself, even to the most sensitive creatures. Come, I'll teach you." Naruto trains with the old man for days as he learns how to conceal his presence. By the time that they finish their training, they had also made it to the town. Naruto takes one more day to rest before heading out towards the forest. He runs for many hours until he makes it into another forest. However, this one felt different, so it had to be what he was looking for. As Naruto set foot in the shadow-like area, he was consumed by a lust for power. But then, it was gone in an instant. He felt normal once again, so he continued to walk forward. But he couldn't find the power that the forest was supposed to have. So this is the forest? It seems pretty regular to me. Naruto's eyes then widen, dodging a kunai from the left. "Show yourself." The figure of darkness then attacks Naruto. He's forced to dodge, and he cuts across his chest. "Not bad, kid, but that won't be enough." Naruto fights this rogue shinobi in the forest for what seems like hours but was only minutes. Then more and more begin to appear. Why are there so many of them? Naruto dodged their attacks, and his kunai would break on their skin. This can't be good. Naruto begins running but isn't fast enough, as there are just too many of them. He's hit with an earth spike jutsu and held against a large tree as he would spit out blood and tries to free himself. It doesn't work at all. And his body, well, it begins to get cold and slowly fade into the afterlife. Naruto manages to force some of the Kyuubi's chakra to then activate, seeing as it was their only way for them to survive. He roars throughout the forest and begins attacking the shinobi once again, as he rips through some of them with ease, but the others, they were much stronger. The fight kept going on until a loud horn was heard throughout the forest, which caused all the shinobi to vanish from the area. Naruto was still bloodlusted and looked around, and he was found by the statues that looked like people. He would question what they were before rushing in blindly with rage. Instantly, the eyes of this statue would glow as it shoots out a laser that evaporates Naruto's arm. He falls to the ground and is kicked in the chest and across the forest by another one of them. And as he was flying through the air, he was then slammed back to the ground by a different statue. He then coughs up even more blood. Naruto quickly dodges a sword and then backs up against a large tree. He picks up his broken kunai off the ground. "I'm not scared of any of you. Bring it on. I'll become the Hokage no matter what, even if I do have one arm." Naruto begins yelling, and he holds up the kunai and jumps out forward. But the blade of one of the statues then stabs through Naruto's chest as he would be pinned to the ground. Naruto manages to lift his head, and then looks at the blade inside of him. He grabs hold of it and tries to force out more power, but it doesn't work at all. Naruto's eyes quickly become heavy, and they eventually close. His hand then lets go of the blade, as it seems he's truly died here. A light then awakens him, as it seems he's opened his eyes somehow. But it wasn't what he was expecting. He was expecting this to be the afterlife, but it wasn't. There was some sort of blue screen in his face. What is that? He then reads it, as he can understand it. "You have fulfilled the requirements to complete the secret quest, Courage of the Weak. Your life will shortly end within 10 seconds. Do you wish to become a player?" A yes or no option appears for Naruto. If I become a player, that means I'll get to live, and I'll become the Hokage somehow. This is my chance. I can't waste it. I accept. Another screen then appears in front of Naruto. "Welcome, player." Naruto wakes up the next day, but there was no forest around him. The statues and the shinobi were gone. It was just a green field now. Naruto heads back to the town and thanks the old man before gathering the rest of his things and heading back to the Leaf Village. The old man would give Naruto his katana, since he doesn't need it anymore. Think of this as a parting gift. "Yeah, thanks, old man." Naruto would sheathe the blade and heads off towards the Leaf Village, but then another quest would pop up. Huh? Wait a minute. Naruto then gets a flashback to the day before. This is just like then. Alright, a daily quest. I'll do it on my way back to the Leaf Village. A couple more days would pass as Shikamaru goes to the playground to meet Naruto, hoping that he would be there. He was holding his jacket tightly, actually nervous. Damn it, Naruto. Hurry up. You better have found that stinking forest. Yo, Shikamaru, what are you doing sulking like that? What? Shikamaru then turns around, seeing Naruto. Since when did you get here? I've been here the whole time, watching you talk to yourself. Shikamaru then thinks, did Naruto really make it out of that forest? He couldn't be seeing things. So, he goes to punch Naruto in the chest to see if he was real, but Naruto quickly dodges and smiles, and then holds up his hand, showing the scar that he left from the kunai. Trust me, it's the real me. Well anyway, here's your jacket. Thanks, Shikamaru. I'm glad I could count on you. Naruto then tries to put it on, but he can't, and Shikamaru would notice that he got taller as well. What the hell was in that forest? Naruto then sighs, saying he can't fit his jacket. Just great. I can't even fit my favorite jacket. Ah, you're such a drag. Come with me. My old man has some clothes in our attic. You can probably have them, because I don't think he'll ever wear them again. Really? Shikamaru, you're the best. The two walk to the home of Shikamaru, where Naruto is given the black outfit, kind of like the one he has in Well, in the last movie. But it does have some white on it instead of orange. Not my color, but hey, if it's from you, I'll take it. Why do you say that, you loudmouth? Well, you and Choji are really my only friends in the Leaf Village. But I did meet this super cool old man who became my sensei. Plus, he gifted me a sword. Really? Where is it? Naruto then looks to his side, trying to grab it, but it wasn't there. He begins to panic looking for it, but then a screen pops up in front of him. He looks through it at Shikamaru, wondering if he could see it as well, but by his confused expression, he can't. Naruto then opens his inventory, and he pulls the sword out of a black portal. Pretty cool, right? Yeah, just put that thing away before my ma sees, or she'll kill both of us. Naruto begins laughing, thanking Shikamaru once again, before leaving the house and heading to his apartment. He sits on his bed and would think to himself, so, I'm a player. Just what is that? And could there be others of me? A pop-up then shows something to Naruto. Oh wait, I didn't do my daily quest for today. I forgot to do the push-ups. Well, the punishment can't be that bad, can it? Naruto allows himself to be transported away and ends up in a desert wasteland. Oh man, it's super hot out here. How long must I stay here? The ground then begins shaking, and Naruto, well, he begins to get excited. He quickly jumps into the air, dodging a large sandworm that came from the ground. The system would tell him to survive for 8 hours. 8 hours and these things are going to keep coming? What's my current level? Naruto then looks to see that he was only level 8, with none of his skill points used yet. Alright, I'll put all of them into my strength and agility. Naruto pulls a samurai sword from his inventory once again, and he cuts through one of them, getting multiple level ups and skill points from it. Good, then let's do this. It seems I can sort of keep up with them, but this won't be good. I don't know if I'll be able to do this for 8 hours. Naruto keeps going, and his rage slowly begins to boil up, and he releases a cloak that granted him, well, that was granted to him by the Nine Tails. It wasn't a one-tailed state, it was just a slim chakra cloak. Another message then pops up. Unique skill activated. Nine Tails Aura. Gives an enhancement to all physical stats. Good, let's keep going. Naruto grips the blade tighter and rushes in. He fights for the entire 8 hours, without even breaking a sweat somehow. Although, he still is being overwhelmed by the worm creatures, as he can't defeat a bunch of them, and he only gets to defeat about 5 or so, before they all begin to overwhelm him. They rise into the sky and begin to try to slam down on him. Naruto steps towards them, and activates a new skill as well, Shattering Roar, a battle cry that breaks down materials in front of the user. Naruto is then transported back to his room and falls to one knee. Looks like this sword is almost done for. I wonder if I could upgrade it with this system. Naruto infuses the samurai sword with the teeth of the worms to make it more durable, and it repairs the damages. After, Naruto allocates the rest of his skill points remaining into different stats, so I'll become a little stronger because of that punishment. Well, I'll become strong enough to pass the Genin exams too. A small time skip then happens. Of course, it's only a couple months, and Naruto becomes insanely strong, and actually learns how to master some of his chakra. The jutsu that he learns during this time are converted into his skills. Through the system, he also raises his intelligence, which actually helps him a lot more than it usually would. And he takes the test to become a shinobi, passing it. After celebrating that night with his friends, the system then gives him a new quest randomly. Retrieve the scroll of sealing. Timer, 15 minutes. What the? Naruto quickly jumps to a tall building surveying the area. This is where he's able to see Mizuki Sensei running from the Hokage building with the scroll of sealing on his back. The system then alerts him that the scroll of sealing has just been found. Naruto quickly chases after him and doesn't even get to let him escape. Naruto jumps in front of Mizuki with his blade on his side. Hand me the scroll. So the demon fox wants the power of it for himself. Why don't you join me instead? I think you're forgetting something, Mizuki-sensei. Naruto, for the first time, ties his headband around his forehead. I'm a shinobi. This angered Mizuki and caused his bloodlust to rise. The system would give Naruto a new message. Kill Mizuki-sensei. Bonus reward. Alright, let's do it. But first, in an instant, Naruto takes a scroll from him and then opens it. Let's memorize a few things. Mizuki attacks Naruto, but his arm is cut off. Too slow. Try to keep up. Naruto quickly dashes around him, but a smokescreen was created by Mizuki, and he throws kunai at Naruto. However, he's still too fast, and he dodges all of them, cutting off Mizuki's other arm. Then, tripping him to the ground. Naruto held the blade to his neck, with Iruka-sensei arriving, telling Naruto not to do it, but he would sigh. I must complete my task. He kills Mizuki and grabs a scroll. Naruto turns, seeing a light come from his body. And then a stone emerges. It was a white stone, but it was glowing as well. And it floats into his hand. Just what is this? The system then states that it's a rune, and if crushed will grant Naruto a new skill. Naruto does so, and is granted Smokescreen. This is going to be useful. Alright, Iruka-sensei. I'll see you later. The sensei reaches out for Naruto, but he vanished in an instant, leaving the scroll there, as he would return to his apartment and goes to his rooftop instead. Well, instead of living in a small rundown room, Naruto just made the rooftop of the building his own apartment. As he laid down on his mattress, he then looked up at the stars. He holds out his hands and smirks. I'll become the Hokage, no matter what it takes. The next day, Naruto goes to the academy in order to be placed on a team. Even though his final exam scores were great, Naruto's regular grades were far below average, so he's still placed on Team 7. The three of them wait in the room for their sensei, but Kakashi seems to be nowhere, and he's super late. Sasuke and Sakura were talking, and Naruto was just sitting on his desk. This is boring. Where is he? Sakura ignored Naruto and turned to Sasuke, who seemed to be fixated on Naruto. Something about him was different. He stood up from his chair, and it made a loud noise, so Naruto would turn his head. Sasuke walks over to Naruto and grabs him by the collar. Naruto vanished in front of Sasuke and now was holding his blade to his neck from behind him. Just how did he move that fast? Sasuke side-eyed Naruto, asking how he became so strong. I found the forest from the Shinobi Book of Legends. That place isn't real. Say what you want, but I found it before it vanished. This would be when Kakashi walked into the room, seeing Sakura standing back in shock, with Sasuke to a blade to his neck. Well, they are an interesting bunch. Why don't we calm down and meet back on the rooftop? Naruto makes his sword vanish into thin air and walks right by Kakashi. So this is the son of my sensei. Well, it seems he is strong, even though his grades don't show that. Team 7 would gather on the rooftop, where Kakashi introduces himself and has them do the same as well. All their answers are the same, leading to Kakashi telling them of another test. It's going to be early in the morning, so don't be late. Kakashi walks away, and Naruto would lay on the roof. Sasuke stands over him, asking him to spar. Why? Because if you truly have become stronger, I want to see by how much. In his head, Naruto knows to hold back in order to conceal his true strength, as Kakashi was still in the area. Naruto stands back up and gets in a stance. The two rush in and trade punches. Each time Sasuke throws a kick or a punch, Naruto is able to match it and vice versa. This was until Naruto swept the legs of Sasuke and punched him in the stomach, sending him into the rooftop railing. This knocks the wind out of his opponent, who looks forward. Not bad, but that was luck. Call it what you want, Sasuke. It seems I'm just a little bit stronger than you. But I'll see you two tomorrow. Naruto then walks off. Team 7 meets up the next day although Naruto wasn't there. After 2 hours, Kakashi arrives late asking where Naruto was and the two others. They didn't know. Kakashi then felt the presence of Naruto in the area and looks up seeing him laying in a tree branch. Just how long has he been there for me not to notice him? I'll have to stay on guard against him, especially. Naruto jumps down, revealing himself to the two other teammates, and then the test is explained. Kakashi tells him to begin, and Sakura and Sasuke would vanish. Naruto knows where they are, so he just looks at Kakashi and slowly begins walking away into the forest. Kakashi actually chases after him, trying to take down Naruto, but as he entered the forest behind him, Naruto was gone, and there were no footsteps left behind at all. That's impossible. Come on, Sensei. Let's make this interesting. Kakashi turns his head, seeing Naruto hold a kunai to his back. Kakashi quickly disarms him and then kicks him into a tree. This is where the clone of Naruto would poof into smoke, and Kakashi scoffs. He's good for a Genin. His hiding skills are remarkable. If he was in the Anbu, he could do any scouting mission that they have. But just when did he learn to conceal himself like that? Sasuke would jump out of a bush, kicking Kakashi out from the forest and then launching a fireball at him. Kakashi goes to weave hand signs in order to create an earth wall, but Sakura, from behind him, would throw a kunai at him. So, they're forcing my hand pretty early. Good. Kakashi sidesteps, allowing the fireball to head in that direction of Sakura. However, it's cut through by the blade of Naruto. All of them would then stop and think the same thing. Just how strong is he? You alright, Sakura? Yeah, I am. Thanks. But Naruto, how did you do that? I already told you. I found that forest and I became stronger. Naruto increased his movement speed and appeared above Kakashi. Hey there, Sensei. Kakashi blocks the blade with the kunai and pushed off Naruto. He charges his way, holding his blade, and then swings it again. Kakashi tries to block, but his kunai is cut through. Naruto and his sensei trade blows over and over, with Kakashi showing a difference in experience and strength, as he outspeeds and overpowers Naruto within only a couple minutes, kicking him against a tree. It's over, Naruto. I don't think so. Kakashi would look down at his waist for the bells, but they were no longer there, as he then turns around, seeing Sasuke and Sakura hold up the bells. Kakashi would quickly turn back to Naruto, wanting to question how he did it, but the blade of Naruto was pointed towards his neck. It looks like we win, Kakashi-sensei.